Howdy y'all. I just want to take a minute to talk about the Mandela Effect and the Orlando Pulse nightclub shooting. Now, to the rational thinkers out there, don't stop the video just yet. I'm not suggesting there is a link between the two, but, by association, the sheep out there may be thinking there is. You see, those of us who know in our hearts that this Mandela Effect is nothing more than a psychological operation know that one of the aims of it was to form a link in the minds of so-called normal people between research into false flag and phony staged events and total BS, like the man-made ripple in time that causes alternate dimensions to collide, affecting the writing on the side of cereal boxes and DVD covers. So, when you have people on the internet releasing videos about questioning events like the Pulse Club shooting, followed directly by videos pushing a belief in the Mandela Effect, then it just makes most people either discount both topics, or believe both topics, and either way you cut it, that's just dangerous. I'm done. I'm going to show you an example of what I'm talking about. Now, these two videos were posted, one after the other, on a website called LIHOP. A lot of the people that post on that site are racists and bootlickers. But it's not all bad, and it can be a good place to get suppressed videos, like the Rowan hoax reporter shooting killer's POV video. But the point is that LIHOP is a good place to post legitimate research, or crazy crap, or both, and get labeled as wearing a tinfoil hat. Anyhow, these videos were posted by a guy that goes by the username of Motorcycles Vancouver. Before I show some of the videos, I just want you to see the description to an earlier video he uploaded that talks about winding people up using some meme about checkers and chess. This guy is a troll. Now, I don't know who he was trolling, but he talks about coming back next year for another experiment. Well, I guess he got bored of waiting. Now, here is some of his take on the Pulse event. I have edited this down for time.
Well, hello, LiveLeak. This is a Yorsay. A Yorsay today about some things going on. You know, recently with this Orlando shooting, it's very sad to hear. You know, as far as we all know, a lot of people lost their lives. 50 people. It's appalling that these quack jobs, for any reason at all in the entire world, would take a gun somewhere in public and shoot people. Because of religion, because of politics, because of economics, because of anything. You know? It's so shameful. There are some fishy things going on here, LiveLeak. Some strange things going on here. Some things that don't make sense. For example, most of the key figures that are being interviewed, there are Facebook pages. Most of these people related to this incident have very strange Facebook pages. Just say that. And of course, it's standard policy to never ever bring any ambulances into a mass shootings or an active crime scene like that. Never bring an ambulance in until the scene's been secured. So some people are saying, why was there no ambulances? Why was there no medical physicians? It could be that they didn't call the situation safe. So the ambulances never came in. But there's these videos, all these characters, these people who are carrying the bodies back towards the club. So they're carrying the people back towards the active crime scene, not away from them. It is such a shame. And I believe there was a real shooting. I believe people got shot. I believe people were hurt. I believe that's how far these powers to be are willing to take this stuff. They're gonna, for example, at Vancouver Island here, there was a guy and his wife who, you know, didn't like the government, didn't like some of the parties. And in the end, this poor broke-ass guy, they ended up getting him money, and they ended up doing all these things for him. And eventually, they actually gave this guy explosives. You're gonna start to see the truth come out. Just like it did with San Diego and the Boston Marathon. You know, I'm not implying that any particular group had to do with this. I'm implying that it was allowed to happen. These things are allowed to happen now.
Now, here is his next video on Mandela. Check out this. Hogwash.
I know it's late, guys, but this is just blowing my mind. Blowing my mind, and I wanted to share it with you guys here on Live Leak. Wanted to hear what you think, because it's really crazy. And they call it the Mandela Effect. But I'm going to show you some things right now. The JFK assassination, and that Jackie was actually the one that did it in this timeline, which is a little weird, a little different than the other timelines. But I'll get into that. I'll explain to you. And anyone who notices that the things are wrong, and they've been noticing these things being wrong recently, you should feel honored. You're here to actually help. But yeah, let's get into that. It's a little weird, so hold on to your hats.
Now, what do you people see in this picture right here? You see Johnston being sworn in as the President of the United States aboard Air Force One. You see Congressman Albert Thomas winking at Lyndon B. Johnston as he's being sworn in. And you see Jacqueline Kennedy not looking very, I guess, distressed. That's because everyone here was in on it. So let's take a look at this video here. Now what you're gonna see, I want you to just soak it in and take a look. Now we're gonna discuss some of the weird stuff going on. But as you can see, it looks like he's incapacitated, be it by nerve gas or shot. She pulls him in towards her, shoots him in the face, and then right there she puts the gun behind the seat. You see that? Boom, gun behind the seat. So she pulls her down into the gun, shoots him, which would explain the trajectory, puts the gun behind the seat of the car. Very strange. Boom. Right? Now, to confirm this, they made it very difficult. Because immediately, boom, just like that, and then right behind the seat. Boom. There he is. He gave the word right there, which is the weirdest part. He said, "Go for it, Jackie." And you see the bullet trajectory coming out of the brain there, going straight up. Very strange. I have studied the JFK assassination with interest many times throughout my life, and I'm telling you, I have never ever seen these two videos. Never. I've seen videos of the documentary, I've seen videos of other things, but I have never seen this video with 6 people in the car. I've also never seen the video with the glass splitting the people in the car. I can't explain this, guys. It never had 6 people in the car. I can't explain this, guys. It never had 6 people in the car. Now leave me a comment below and let me know if you guys remember it being 4 people or 6 people in the car. What's going on here, I think, is called the Mandela Effect. Now it's going to get a little crazier because I'm about to show you that even the geography in this timeline is wrong. As some of you will remember growing up and being taught, South America was directly below the west coast of America. And now it's, for some reason, it's been moved way over to the right. Australia as well. All these things here in this timeline seem to be off. Pyramids, you know, Fruit Loops, F-R-O-O-T instead of F-R-U-I-T. It goes on. In our timeline, Meatloaf died several years ago. Interview of a vampire. In this timeline, for whatever reason, seems to be interview of the vampire. So please keep your minds open. Don't crush others' opinions. Don't crush others' opinions, because this is what we were taught. Honestly, we are honestly from a different place. These aren't the JFK videos I grew up with. I can't explain that to you guys. You know, and this all started with the Berenstain Bears. You know, the Luke, I am your father. All these people are remembering things different. There seems to be these 2 opinions. But I'm telling you, man, nobody's wrong. Nobody's wrong. It's all real. That's the Mandela Effect. Check it out for yourself. Basically, some people believe that Mandela was arrested and went to jail and died in jail, and others believe that Mandela got out of jail and became the president of Africa. You know? And this is just two different beliefs of the timeline, and they're just as valid. These people believe it, so I'm confused. I hope you're confused. I'm confused. I hope you're confused.
And anyone who notices that the things are wrong, and they've been noticing these things being wrong recently, you should feel honored. You're here to actually help.
You're talking bullshit.
White bag, stick and move, stick and move.
This guy is unfucking believable.
Those of us that see the changes, we could very well be the ones that are blessed to be able to see them. We're not being deceived. Those that refuse to see what's being shown to them, clinging to the lie of the deception, and who promote the deception, are those that call this phenomena a hoax or lies. Now, I pay attention to who these people are, because you see, a lot of them would never stick their neck out.
You're talking bullshit.
From personal observation, as well as all the research I've done, this Mandela Effect is worthy of further study and review. Before we go forward, please, those in the truth community or our community, don't be guilty of doing to others in this community what you've been so frustrated by others doing to you. So for example, you might present 9/11 issues to your family, friends, and neighbors, or Sandy Hook, or UFOs, or Flat Earth, or whatever your, quote, crazy theory is, crazy as determined by the people around us. Don't then do to others in the truth community, say, oh, you guys are totally out there, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing that's changed in this universe, and it's just a psyop. We ask for a little bit more respect.
You're talking bullshit.
It's just a psyop. It's just a psyop.
Oh yeah.
No doubt this was the issue that got me interested in the Mandela Effect, because it's not just misremembering things, or the way many people would misremember in Casablanca, it's play it again, Sam. And we know that that was never uttered in Casablanca.
Yeah, you know that now, but that misquote has been debunked for years, and comes from the Woody Allen play, from 1969. You were born into a world where that misquote was already widely known. However, the release of Interview with the Vampire is something that you lived through, and also something that you personally had a brain fart over. Oh, and by the way, you are about to have another brain fart. It's grits and gravy time, son.
In fact, it was Candice Bergen who asked Sam to play As Time Goes By again. Humphrey Bogart never says play it again, Sam. Yet that's misremembered play it again, Sam, more than almost anything. Yet does it throw thousands or tens of thousands of people into a tizzy? No, it does not. We understand that's a misremembered phrase. But this hits home. As I showed in the Star Trek clip, and I'll show again, we feel it in our bones.
You're talking bullshit.
In fact, it was Candice Bergen who asked Sam to play As Time Goes By again. Humphrey Bogart never says play it again, Sam. Yet that's misremembered. That's misremembered. Candace Bergen.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
Luke, I am your father and your uncle.
No. That's not true. That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
No! White bag, stick and move, stick and move. No!